Everyone, it's Talia here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to do a nail favorites video. So it has been a little while since I've talked to you guys about some of my favorite items that I've been using in the nail studio. So for the most part, I use these products to either create content for brands or I use these products for creating press-on orders. There are definitely some items in here that are like pro only, so you would be able to use them on clients as well. But I wanted to talk to you guys about some products that have been standing out to me over the last few months that I have been reaching for quite a bit. The first two things that I wanted to talk to you guys about are actually top coats. And these are pretty new to my collection, but I definitely wanted to mention them. So first up, we have the Accents Diamond Shine On. This is a new release from Accents. It's only been out for a few months. I'm currently wearing it on my nails, and the reason that I wanted to wear it on my nails is because the shine of this is supposed to last a really long time. And if you guys have tried top coats that maybe after like a week or so they start to get like little scuffs in them or the shine starts to go away, it can be really annoying. So I was really curious to see how this one wears, and it is fantastic. I love that the shine lasts so long, and I love that there's no like little scuffs or scratch marks or anything in the nails. And I have put these nails through like the ringer to try and see if I could get little scuffs to kind of show up, and it doesn't. So I'm really happy with this top coat. The only thing is that the original Accent Shine On is fantastic for working with chrome. This one though, it can be a little bit more finicky for working with chrome, so I definitely have like the other one still in my collection, and that'll be kind of like my chrome top coat, but I very much like working with this top coat. Another top coat that has been standout to me is this one. If you've watched any of my recent videos, you've heard me talking about it, but this is the Beamy Ultra Slick Matte Top Coat. It is new to the Beamy Beauty Box lineup, and the thing that I really like about this one is that it repels chrome. So if you're going to do any of those sort of like isolated chrome type of looks, and if you have tried maybe say doing chrome stamping and you've noticed that when you go to brush off the chrome that it like still kind of sticks to the rest of the nail, this product you will not have that issue with. When it comes to a matte top coat, I'm looking for something that is like super matte, as well as something that, because I do a lot of like different embedding with my nail art, so I want something that if I go and have like a full glittery nail and I put a matte top coat on, do my artwork, and then go in and put a shiny top coat over top of it, I want those glitters to still like pop through and look sparkly. Some matte top coats, when you do those sort of steps, they kind of mattify the glitter, and so even if you go and put a shiny top coat on top of it, you're not going to get all that shiny glitter to pop through again. This top coat though, it hits literally all of my boxes, and the fact that it kind of repels chrome when you're doing any sort of chrome type of looks just like makes it so much better. So this is a fantastic top coat. If you haven't tried it yet, I definitely recommend trying it. Nail art products. Okay, so actually speaking of chrome, and I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys can buy this one individually or if it just comes in the Fusion Lake Life kit, but this is the Soleil Fusion Chrome, and it is a gold chrome, literally the most perfect gold chrome. Like, it's not too yellowy gold, it's not too silvery gold, it is just a beautiful gold. I've been reaching for it quite a bit whenever I want any sort of like isolated chrome looks, or if I want to do chrome stamping or anything like that. I did want to mention that one. This is another product you have seen in a lot of my art videos lately. This is the Accents Gel Art Powder. It is a finely milled powder. It kind of reminds me of like a clear acrylic, but you can mix this product with any of your gel polishes, and then you can make whatever you're mixing it into like a 3D consistency, so you can do some 3D nail art. And 3D nail art is really big right now. It's really popular, and so having something like this that is versatile to work with any of your gel polishes that you have in your collection is fantastic. I have been reaching for this quite a bit. You guys have seen quite a bit of tutorials using it lately. You can mold it to be whatever sort of consistency you want. So if you prefer working with something that's like a little bit more runny for creating 3D, you would just add a little bit more gel polish. If you want something that's a little bit stiffer, you would just add more of this powder. Very versatile product. Something that I like to recommend on this channel is versatility with your different nail products, and this one works fantastic for working with 3D nail art. We'll talk about some stamping items. So I have 4 different ones to talk about here. I'm kind of leaning towards like grabbing some items that are for fall. It's not all fall related items. A lot of these products are like good all year round, but these specifically, these 4 stamping polishes here, they do kind of scream fall to me. So the first that I want to talk to you about is number 139. I love this stamping polish because it is such a dark green that it almost looks black, but it's still a green. So if you want any sort of floral looks that instead of outlining, like you're doing your layered stamping, and instead of outlining in black, you want something that's dark but not black, this works great for it. If you're doing any sort of greenery where you just want to have like a little bit of contrast between like the lighter greens and the darker greens, fantastic product. It is like probably one of my go-to greens, probably one that I use most of the time. And I do a lot of like floral stamping, greenery stamping, and then for like Halloween or Christmas even coming up, if you're doing any sort of looks where you just want it to be like not quite as harsh of a black, this works great because it kind of gives that green tinge to it. I have number 159 here. This is a really good kind of like Merlot, dark, moody stamping polish. If you're doing any sort of looks that are like floral, say, that you want, like if you've got a stamping plate that like maybe is traditionally for spring, but you want to make it a little bit more fall or winter, you would just grab some like darker polishes for it. And this one would work great with it. I know these type of like Merlot type of shades are really popular for fall time, so if you want a stamping polish to pair with any of those, this one works really good. And then a neutral stamping polish, this is number 115. This is a really great stamping polish if you want something that is like not a light neutral, not a dark neutral, just kind of a really good in between. It works really good for different fall nail looks, say if you're doing any sort of leaf stamping or anything, because it's not like so super like orangey or super bronze or copper or anything. It's just a really, really good neutral shade to stamp with. And then this one is SC01. It's got like an oil slick type of look to it. So it works really good if you want just a little bit of something different with your nails. Actually, what works really good is putting down number 139 and then stamping this one on top. It's going to make it a little bit more bold. It is a really nice, like, I don't even want to say duochrome. It's almost got like 3 different colors to it. It's got like a purple, a green, and a blue, and then depending on how the light hits it, will depend on like what the color kind of looks like. These I find do stamp, they've got a whole collection of these, and I do find that these stamp a little bit sheer. So like I said, if you wanted to like pop a little bit more, just stamp a darker color underneath and then go in with this one on top. But I think there were 6 that were launched in this collection, and this one is probably the one I reached for the most. So I've got a few plates to recommend. I have CJS number 310. It is a lace stamping plate, and what I like about this one is that the lace patterns are a little bit off center. They're not like a full image lace pattern. There's a lot of variety to this plate and how you would stamp it. And there's also like some different images on here that could make it so that it's kind of like a create your own lace stamping. And a lot of these layered looks that are on here go really good with white. So if you have, they've got like an off-white stamping polish. I'm trying to remember what number it is. It's kind of like a see-through white color. I believe it's number 90. So you would stamp this one down for like your inner base, and then you go in with like the brighter white color to outline it, and it works great for that. I find lace looks can be really versatile for all year round, any type of look. So if you just want a little accent with some of the different art that you're doing, lace works good, and this is a really good plate. I'm always on the hunt for a good lace stamping plate. This one is another new to me one. This is CJS number 379. I talk about like center stamping a lot for floral looks, and this plate doesn't have any outlines. You stamp just the center, and then you stamp like the little circle, and then you would stamp the leaves around it. That's what I really like about this plate, is that there is no outlines to it. So you still have like those layered looks, but you're not having to worry about like lining up your different outlines with it. A very versatile plate. Just change the colors if you want it for different seasonal looks. Again, I'm always on the hunt for like really good floral plates, and I think this one is a really good one. So this one is kind of like more of a seasonal stamping plate. This is CJS number H80. This is like basically an all spiderweb plate. And if you're doing lots of Halloween different looks, just adding some like spiderwebs kind of in the corner of your different nail art can add a really cool look to it. And I love that this plate just has all spiderwebs on it, so you can get a variety of different looks for it. So it is like more seasonal specific, but I did want to mention it, especially with Halloween coming up. Like I said, if you want to just add a couple little accents with it, it's a really good plate. And some of the spiderwebs on here are like really small, some of them are really big, so it's versatile for all of those clients that have different types of nail beds. Okay, so we're going to talk about some products here. Let's start with Luxio first. So this was released in their fall collection, and this is the Sauvignon that was released with it. It is a light see-through pink. versatile color for all year round. Personally, for me, I love these type of shades for the backgrounds of nail art. So I did want to mention because I think it's going to be something that I personally reach for quite a bit. And if you're on the hunt for those good kind of like light pink, ballet pink type of colors, that one is fantastic. This one, I love this color. This is Chi Chi, and it is not season specific at all. If you're just looking for a really good like purpley pink, almost like fuchsia pink, this is a really good one to reach for. I've actually been on the hunt for a shade like exactly like this. So when I got into my collection, I was like, yep, I'm so happy that we found this one. It's kind of an in between of like a hot pink and purple. So it's a really good versatile product. This one, I actually just recently bought the full size of this one. This one is called Crystal. It is a see-through like milky white base, but it's got lots of fine shimmers to it. So again, I love working with these type of colors for the background of nail art, especially watercolor. If you're doing any sort of watercolor stamping or just watercolor painting on the nails, what happens is once you do your watercolor on top of this, you go in and put your top coat and you can see some of those sparkles kind of popping through. So it's a really good product if you're looking for like a really nice kind of brighter see-through white with some sparkle in it. This one is a little bit more seasonal specific, but it is Luxio's Swank. If you are on the hunt for a true mustard yellow, add this one to your collection because it is perfect for those mustard yellow looks. I think this color looks great matte as well. A really good like, obviously you can use any of these colors like all year round, but to me that one kind of like screams fall, so I did want to mention it for this time of year. Now we've got a couple of fusion colors. So this one is a new to me one. This is Fusion Fortify number 49. This is a really nice dark green. Again, perfect for this time of year. It actually pairs really nicely with that 139 stamping polish that I mentioned. It's got a little bit of like a metallic hue to it, but it's one of those colors that again is so dark that it almost looks black, but it still has a color to it. I love those kind of moody colors for fall time, so I did want to make sure I was mentioning that. This one I think is fantastic all year round, but for me, I kind of tend to reach for it a little bit more for like New Year's or Christmas nails. So this is number 53. It's a rose gold sparkle, but it's got like flecks of green, it's got flecks of orange, flecks of pink with it too. So you see first that it looks rose gold, but because it's got all those flecks of colors, it pairs with so many different colors as well. These type of colors are really good if you're looking for a good sparkle to pair with, say, brighter colors such as like this pink one or like purples or anything like that. I love that it's got the flecks of green with it too because I think it's perfect for fall nail art, as well as like it works really good for winter snowflake type of nail art too. Okay, another really nice one from Fusion. This one is called Golden Blush, and it is a cat eye gel polish, and Fusion's cat eyes are pretty good. There's some different brands out there that like the magnetic properties don't pull super well, but the Fusion ones do. And this one, what I like about it is that it's kind of like a pinky rose gold. So for me personally, these type of colors are just some of my favorite. I used this on a client's like full nail set when I was creating press-ons for her, and it just looked so pretty. It's also a nice color that if you don't want to use like your magnetic or your magnets with it to make it look cat eye, it still looks really good on its own. Just a really nice kind of blush pink color. And Fusion came out with their textured chrome set a few months ago. Maybe this would have been last year. And this color has really stood out to me. And again, I'm not too sure if you can buy these individually or if you have to buy like the kit, but this one here is number 2. And it is like pinky gold type of shade. So personally for me, if I'm doing any looks where I want, like especially with French nail looks, I love to like put a line underneath my French nail, and sometimes I will do like an isolated chrome look, sometimes I'll do a glitter look. This one's really good because it cures tack free, so you could just do this kind of as like your last step. And it just gives like a really nice like look to the nail, a really nice texture. And these are really thick, so if you did want to create like some kind of textured looks with it, it works fantastic. So I believe I came out in a set of 6, and this is the one I tend to reach for a little bit more. From Accents, I wanted to mention this. This is their Glitz 24 karat gold leaf, and it is a leaf gel. It's like a true leaf gel, but it is like a really nice like brighter yellow gold type of color with like winter and Christmas nails coming up here. I wanted to talk about this one because sometimes we see golds like that other Fusion chrome that I mentioned that are a little bit more of like a little bit more of like a bronzy gold. They don't have like that yellow gold look to it, but if you want that yellow gold look, especially I think of New Year's nails a lot with that, this is a really good one to work with. And the Accents leaf gels are like true leaf. products. Like they have the glitters in them, like apply like a leaf. They're kind of like bumpy and they kind of like give a really cool look to the nail when you go and paint them on. So I did want to talk about that one. And then this color, this is their Gel Play Lace Black. They have lace, I want to say pink, white, and black. I wanted to mention the black one because I think this one works really good for Halloween type of nails. If you're wanting to just do a simple set of nails that, let's say, is like orange or green or purple, and then you want to add a little something extra to it, just a thin coat of these lace gels works so, so good. I love lace gels. I think they're so fun. And the fact that we've got like a black, a white, and a pink from accents is really nice because there's, again, a lot of versatility with those type of shades. From the gel bottle, I'm pretty sure I've talked about this color before, but I wanted to mention it again. This is Studio Gel in Opal, and this is one of those type of gels that is really versatile because it's got flecks of pink, it's got flecks of green, flecks of yellow, flecks of orange in it. So it goes with basically anything. But it's an interesting consistency when you apply it because it is pretty thick. However, when you go and like paint it on the nail, it's almost like it just like warms up and kind of smooths out and creates a really cool look with it. But really good for glitter fades, really good for just the background of nail art. Really good for if you just want to add like an accent in the corner of the nails. It pairs really good with pink as well. Two colors from the gel bottle. I believe these might actually both be cat eyes. First up, we have Daisy Dukes, the cat eye gel polish. It is a blue. Think of like blue jean color. That's exactly what this one is. And when you pull the magnetic properties with this one, it works so, so good. I was doing some like fish lure nails in the summer and I reached for this one quite a bit because it gives a really cool look depending on how you pull the magnetic properties with it. But when you pull the magnetic properties, it almost makes it look like a glass gel with a little bit of a metallic finish to it. So it's a really cool cat eye and it works really well. And then this one I just think is a fantastic shade for fall. I had to talk about it. It's called Duchess and it is a really nice kind of like cherry mocha type of color. It looks purple, it looks brown, depending on how the light hits it. And I just think it's a really good shade for this time of year. It's a good transition shade leading from fall into winter as well. So I did want to make sure to chat about that one because I think it is just such a cool color. And then one last gel product to talk about. This is Primrose from IBD. It is one of their rubber gels. This is my first introduction to the rubber gels from IBD, and I definitely will look into getting more of them because these work so good. And this color itself is just a stunning pink. Personally, for me with press-ons, I tend to reach for these type of shades for the background of French nails or even just like a light pink color for the background of nail art. But the nice thing about working with a rubber gel on press-ons is you can kind of create like almost like that faux sculpted look with them. These work really good if you're doing like a structured manicure as well, just using it on your clients that way. But they have a whole variety of different colors from this like rubber gel collection. So if you prefer working with those type of thicker gels on your clients, this would be definitely a brand to look into. I'm very much enjoying working with it. So that is everything that I had to share with you of my current favorites. Definitely comment below. Let me know what sort of products you've been reaching for. If you're a press-on tech, I would love to hear what sort of brands you've been reaching for as well. Comment below and let me know. Make sure you're following me on all my social media and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!